Anderson, and you're watching for GuitarPlayersOnly.com.
Hi everyone, John Liebman here. You're watching for GuitarPlayersOnly.com. We are here at the 2016 Winter NAMM Show, Anaheim, California, and sitting next to me is none other than Muriel Anderson. How are you, Muriel?
Great to be back at NAMM again.
It's hard to hear the name Muriel Anderson and not think of NAMM because it was such a tradition. What, about 20 years? The Muriel Anderson thing, the event that everybody flocked to?
The All-Star Guitar Night, yeah, 20 years of doing that, and always have a full house every show.
Well, I know that because I've seen it and I've enjoyed it, and the times I haven't seen it is because I couldn't get in because there were too many people.
Yes, well, we're looking at regrouping it and kind of restarting it up in a fresh new way this very next show. Yeah.
Okay, very good. We will hope for that. Some real serious congratulations are in order to you, and I know you're too humble to talk about it, but you should be very proud. This project, Nightlight Daylight, which won, I know, 11 or 12 awards in just a whole slew of categories, and I know you're justly proud of it, and you should be.
I am proud of it.
Tell me about the project. It started out as a kids type project, didn't it?
Yes, my best friend had his first baby. And so, I was thinking, well, what do I get as a gift? And I thought, well, she needs her own lullaby CD, this new baby. And so I created an entire album of lullabies, and my good friends Phil Keggy and Victor Wooten joined in and just played some beautiful things. And then a year later, Leo and Tracy had their second baby. And so, well, you don't want the second baby to feel left out. So I was already in the studio with these great guys, with Stanley Jordan and Victor Wooten and Earl Klug and all sorts, and Tommy Emmanuel, and just having a great time in the studio. And I thought, well, I'll make this an album of music to wake up to. So that's what started the whole concept of the Nightlight Daylight CD, a whole album to go to sleep to, and a whole album to wake up to.
And I'm going to ask you to toot your horn a little bit. I just mentioned a whole mess of awards, but tell me some of those, even right down to the artwork, to the music, and what were some of the awards that it won? Well,
it won the instrumental category for Global Music Award. It has vocals and instrumentals, and the vocals were primarily done by Mark Kibble of Take Six, so it's got these just gorgeous Take Six vocals, and it was such a delight to work with him. And then a lot of the awards were for the artwork. I was looking for years for the artist to really capture this music, and I found Brian Allen and had him do the artwork. Can I show it to you?
Yeah, sure.
So this has this removable shrink wrap so that the text is on the shrink wrap.
Oh, boy.
And you get two front covers. So
I've never seen that before.
Work.
That's great.
So this is the music to wake up to, and I'm that third child flying on the dandelion seed. And then this is the music to go to sleep to. And then when you push the moon, it lights up. And then there's a shooting star at the very end. So
that is clever.
So it took a while. I had the idea in 2005 to put the optics in there. So this is the first time that CD's had the fiber optics.
Well, I've never seen it before.
Oh, great.
So congratulations again. And what a huge project.
Well,
and
yeah, it was. I got the opportunity to play with some wonderful people, and I took every song and hired full symphony orchestra. I hired the Nashville Symphony Strings for some, and just for every song I just did what it needed, and I didn't even count how much it cost. I said, this is going to be my expression for my life. This is going to be my expression of love to the world, and the thing that's been so reassuring is that the response that I've gotten back is that people can feel that. They can feel that in the music, and so that's, for me, what's really rewarding.
Well, I just hope those two babies grow to appreciate it and know what a big deal it is. Well, now that this project is done, are you able to go, or now what? Well, how do you top something like that?
Well, what happened is I fell in love with the artist who did the artwork. And so
the art was that good, huh?
It was that good. So we figured out, okay, well, there was a reason why his artwork was saying the same thing as my music. We have something very similar inside of us, very similar spirit. So we thought, well, how can we take this on the road and have him do more than just carry my guitar case? Have him be an artist too. And we came up with this audio-visual show. And so he's put together the most fantastic visuals that really describe the music that I'm playing. And we have that in a big screen behind me.
I don't know if you mentioned his name or not, but why don't you mention his name now?
Brian Allen.
Brian Allen, you did mention it. Okay.
And yeah,
it's worth mentioning again.
Yes, it is. So we've just been having a great time. This is kind of our debut of this whole audio-visual show, and people are just eating it up. It's really working. So that's we plan to continue that.
Well, that's at least the second thing you said that opened it up to a follow-up interview, the NAMM show thing and this tour and this project. So we will get together again and get the updates from you. In the meantime, though, tell me about your equipment.
Well, I've been using GHS strings for a long time, and I really, both for the nylon string and the steel string. And not to mention my harp guitar that has 20 strings, and so it has steel strings on the super trebles, and the sub basses are like guitar-owned strings.
I'm a bass player. We just have to worry about 4 or sometimes 5. But.
Yeah, but I mean the nice thing about that I think the company doesn't even know about this is that if you just play a string and stop the other strings from ringing, it's a complete pure tone from beginning to end.
Wow.
And I don't know any other string that consistently is that pure. Most strings have a little bit of a waver in them. And so when I hear the strings getting a waver in them, then I know, it's time to change the strings, And so, but, when they're new, they're just fantastic, just nice and pure.
What about the guitars themselves? What kinds of guitars do you use?
I've used a lot of different instruments. The 21-string harp guitar is built by Mike Doolin out in Portland, Oregon. And I've been using a flamenco guitar. So I'm touring with a harp guitar and a flamenco these days, either a Camps flamenco or one designed by my friends Tierra Negra, made in Spain.
Yeah.
And I used to carry a steel string with me, but it's a little hard to carry too many guitars, so sometimes I'd play a Morris guitar.
That's what Brian is for.
That's right. I'd say, I can bring my Morris again on tour, or or a wonderful handmade guitar. There's so many great builders. I have to admit, I have a little bit of guitar acquisition syndrome.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some wonderful instruments.
And you are more than just a great guitar player. There's something kind of exotic about you and your instrumentation and the choices that you have made, and it's very cool.
Well, I mean, this show is really fun because I met up with Minu Sinelu, great percussionist.
Yes.
And he does music from all over the world, and as I do, and his music reaches out to different parts of the world that I haven't been to and haven't explored. So it's just a great exploration, finding the music that we play together and interacting. So I hope to continue playing more with Minu Sinelu.
Well, that's great. I hope you will. Last question, Muriel. What would you be if you weren't a guitar player? Something outside of music.
Well, like Chet Atkins would say, if it weren't for the guitar, I'd just be out on the street practicing law or medicine or something like that. No, I always knew it would be something in the arts. So any of the arts, because I mean that's where the heart is.
Okay. Well, congratulations again on everything, all the projects, past, present, and I'm quite sure future also. So keep doing what you're doing and keep us updated, and we will do a follow-up and share all that great information with these folks here. Thanks again.
Thank you. And I'll give your readers an exclusive link if they want. Yeah,
okay. So
that this is not listed, but it has some of the visuals on there that we just talked about. So it's murielanderson.com/VIP.
Ooh.
Okay.
And that is for guitar players only.
Right.
At the 2016 NAMM show, Anaheim, California, with Muriel Anderson, I'm John Liebman. You're watching for GuitarPlayersOnly.com.